with the sound, feel love, we defy, we defy, we defy, we defy.
Hello and welcome back to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, we are sitting in front of my adaptive tabletop. We are back playing the Sword and Sorcery Let's Play. This is Quest 3, Blood and Sand. Now, as you can see, I've set up the board so that everything is there. There's supposed to be a magical lock on this door, but unfortunately, I don't have the magical lock token in front of me. So I'm not worried about it right now, and it's not that big of a deal, honestly, because we will end up getting it later, okay? Not a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to read the beginning of Act 1, Quest 3, Blood and Sand. As they regain consciousness, the heroes find themselves in a wooden-walled room, sealed by heavy iron gates. Rusty weapons and battered armor line the walls, framing the frescoes depicting gladiatorial games. In front of the iron gates, a ruined statue of the three gods lies defaced and broken. A warning, perhaps, to leave all hope behind, including divine intervention. The room seems to have no other way out. Therefore, beyond looking at the strange coins now hanging from their necks, and examining the items scattered around them, the heroes can only wait for the metal gate to open and face their destiny, whatever it may be. Okay. So, now, here's what we are going to do. I will have Artemis move over here to waypoint number 1. Okay? Because, as we all know, we have Artemis. Okay? We have Artemis. Oh, and I forgot to move. And there we go. Okay. So we have Artemis. We have Mist, who is right here. We have Tristan, who is right here. And we have Jean, who is right here, kind of hiding behind Mist. Okay? She's right back here. So, just in case you didn't follow that, we have Artemis, Jean, Mist, and Tristan. Okay? And you'll notice that I have some other guys set up, and I have some other things kind of hanging out. And there's a reason for that, okay? And we'll get to that as we get to it. But now we are at waypoint number 1. Scattered between the table and the floor is a plethora of objects, mostly weapons and similar trappings. They are battered and old, yet still serviceable, and probably left here more for the crowd to enjoy than with any care for the gladiator's survival. If this is the first time reading this paragraph, put in that area 1 treasure card. So we will draw a treasure card at random. Okay, we put a treasure card. We also have a healing potion, bandages, and darts. So we have the poisonous darts. We have the bandages. Okay, and we have the healing potion. Okay. I think, yeah, this is the small healing potion. Okay. And actually, I think, yeah, those are the darts. Okay. And then the small bandages. All right. So there we go. That's those. Okay. So, it says to use an action to equip to either pick up things from the area or from the stash deck. I just went ahead and kept them equipped with all the weapons that they had before. So I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to worry about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. Okay. We have a fistful of crowns. Okay. Don't know that that's going to help us right now, but we will roll 2 red, 2 blue. And for every hit we roll, so there's 3 hits, we gain 10 crowns. Okay, so let's... So we gain 30 crowns. Okay, so she's going to pick up those 30 crowns, and then she's going to discard the treasure card off to the side. And she's also going to take the darts. Okay. And let me see here. She is going to equip those in her... well, she's going to have those. Okay. She can use them as a consumable, and she's going to take 1 potion. Okay. And she's going to move forward another 1, and that's as far as she'll go for now. Now, as for Tristan, I'm going to move him forward 1 to this loot token. We're going to flip this loot token over. Okay, so we roll a blue die. Okay. And if we roll a star, we get a treasure card. If we roll a lightning bolt, we get a trap. And we rolled a lightning bolt. So, the trap is alarm. The next time an encounter card is drawn, draw 2 and resolve them one after another. Place this card over the encounter deck as a reminder. So we will place that on the encounter deck because we will be drawing some cards fairly soon. Okay. Then I'm going to move Jean over, and she's going to take a healing potion. And she's also going to take bandage. And then I'll move Mist over, and she's going to take a bandage. Okay? So, there we go. Now we have those things set out. Oh, and I guess we discard this. Oh, yeah, we discard that. Okay. Now, that's the end of our hero phase. Okay. And so now we are going to flip over, and I forgot to grab out one guy. Hang on just 1 second here. This won't take that long. Come here, you. Yes, that is Dharma, because I will be summoning him as soon as we get into the arena. Now that you know that this is kind of a gladiatorial combat arena, that is what we are going to do. Okay. During the event phase, we draw Story Event 1. Okay, Story Event 1. We read from the Book of Secrets. This one takes a minute. Okay. A rousing symphony. Okay, hang on. Before we do that, let me do something really fast. No, it seems kind of odd to do this right in the middle, but I am going to throw on my light that I usually use. I think it'll give just a bit more light to me. Okay. Make it a little easier to read this passage. Alrighty. A rousing symphony of cithers heralds the opening of the huge metal gate. So you can kind of see that there's a little bit of almost like a shadow on this that has like a gate. So it's like the gate opens. Okay? The magical light, burning in the braziers beyond the threshold, nearly blinds the heroes who are now improvised gladiators in a marble and sand arena. As they march into the stadium, the crowd roars, anticipating the forthcoming slaughter. The arena teems with beings from the merciless races of the Underrain, including animals and humanoids. But the most visible are the hobgremlins, similar in appearance to gremlins, but even more wicked, powerful, and cruel. From the small throne in the center of the terraces, an impeccably dressed cursed elf knight lounges amid a throng of cheering cursed elves. He rises languidly and recites the rules of the game. You will all fight today. Some of you will prevail. Most will die. Your only option, if you wish to survive, is to become more merciless than your opponents. This is all that the sands of the Colosseum ask. Offer blood and death to honor Queen Aspides. Prove your valor by killing your opponents and ripping the coins from their necks, because this is your only way to become a legend. Let the fray begin! Alright, so, if you'll notice when I briefly showed the quest map a little earlier, there were some areas marked A, B, and C. The heroes can go in every single one of those. So, Tristan is going to go right there. Mist is going to go here in the center. Jean is going to go here off to the right, and I'm going to put Artemis right there. Okay? Now, in addition to that, okay, we move the door and the magic lock to the other side of the 17A map between the 17A and 5A map tile. So basically, this door goes here, okay? And what that does is that we cannot re-enter this room, okay? At least not at this point. This is our spawn gate. This is our spawn gate, okay? Now, we flip each one of these monster spawn gates, okay? So we have the star spawn gate over on this side, okay, over here. We have the shield spawn gate here, and we have the lightning bolt spawn gate over here, okay? Each time an enemy dies, we place a 5-crown coin near the event deck, representing the warrior coin of the story. It's not standard currency. And we don't have a gladiator hero. If we did, then we would do that. Okay. So now, because we're standing here in the arena, okay? Now, let me remind you. This means that it's impassable. We cannot go over this or this, okay? But now that we have all of these in play, what we're going to do is we're going to flip these different quest shadow tokens over, okay? And that means that we spawn 4 enemies, okay? We've got 2 here, 1 here with a power, and 1 here, okay? So we're going to start with this one here at the top, and we're going to spawn a tyrant lizard and a hobgremlin, okay? So the tyrant lizard is the one with his mouth closed. So he goes there. And the hobgremlin is the one with the shield. Okay? That's a hobgremlin, by the way. That's what he looks like. Okay? I haven't painted him up yet. One of these days I'll get around to painting him. Okay. Now we remove this quest shadow token. We throw it back in the quest shadow token box. The next one that we're going to resolve is we're going to pull this one, which has a quest power. So we pull the serpent, and we pull an enemy power card. Okay? It is an energy weapon. Their normal weapon inflicts an area of effect. Okay? And that means that anyone in their area, if I roll a gremlin on their attack, on their normal attack, okay, that's this weapon right here, their bite weapon, okay? If I roll a gremlin on any one of those attacks, okay, it KOs the person, knocks them over, okay? All right. Now, that goes back in the Quest Shadow token box. And then we spawn our last enemy, which is another Hobgremlin. Okay? And this is the guy with 2 swords. Okay? He goes right there. Okay? Oh, and the serpent goes right there. Okay? Now, the other 2 Quest Shadow tokens stay there because they represent something completely different. Hold that thought. Let me pause this right. Let me just stop this for just 1 second. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had somebody come to my door, and so yeah, I was in the middle of the turn. We had just read the passage in the Book of Secrets, and now we are hitting on to we're hitting on to the turn itself. Okay, so we spawned 2 enemies here: one tyrant lizard, 1 hobgremlin, a serpent who has a power of energy weapon, and then a hobgremlin here. Just a single hobgremlin there. Okay? Now, you can kind of see that with these hobgremlins, they have 6 HP. Okay? And if your weapon does pierce, it does -1 hits. If he rolls a shield, and the weapon is pierced, it's -1 hits. The serpent has 9, and the tyrant lizard has 5. Okay? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is we are going to run forward with Tristan 2 areas to this Quest Shadow. Okay, this is a Quest Shadow. That's what it looks like. This is an innocent shadow. Okay. We're going to get to some of these in a second. We're going to get to what some of these do. But here's what we're going to do. Okay? All the creatures in the arena look at you with killing intent. The only one who does not seem to care is a human. A veteran gladiator who, unlike all the others, bears no sign of slavery. He appears to be almost comfortable in this bloody environment. Possibly a powerful ally, or a deadly enemy. Okay, so we go to him. We went to him, okay? And it says, as the hero approaches the gladiator, he sees an incoming threat. Behind the human, an enemy rapidly closes in, ready to bring his weapon down on the gladiator, possibly killing him in 1 undefended blow. Now, we have a choice. The choice is either law or chaos. The law choice is we make an attempt to save the gladiator, or the chaos choice is to leave the gladiator to his destiny. And normally we would spend a soul gem if you choose the opposite of your if you choose the opposite of the said soul nature. And as you notice, okay? Jean, Artemis, and Mist are all chaos, but he's neutral. Which means he can make a choice without losing one or the other. Yes, folks, there are loopholes in the game. It's one of the reasons why I chose Tristan. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to make an attempt to save our gladiator friend. All right. So, we go to 3.7. As expected, the enemy attack comes with strength and speed, too quick for any choice except for the hero to try and interpose himself between the blade and the gladiator's back. So, the active hero, which is Tristan, okay, is attacked by 1 hit, 1 red, and 1 blue. Okay? And we have to tank the hit, basically. We have to hope we can tank this hit, otherwise it'll be very bad for us. I have a feeling. Okay, there's a gremlin which doesn't count, so we'll take that off the board. Okay? There are 2 hits. Now, interestingly enough, okay, our friend Tristan over here has 1 regular armor save, okay, which is why I put the armor token on him. And he takes 2 blue, and if he rolls a lightning bolt, he gets a free shield, a free defense, okay? And he rolled 2 shields. Heck yes, we tanked that hit like a boss. Look at that. Ooh, wee doggy. We tanked that hit like nobody's business. Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's take those away. So, we tanked that hit. Hell yeah. Okay. If at least half of the hits have been defended, i.e. without suffering damage, we go over here to 3.10. Okay. The gladiator realizes what has just happened behind him. Turning, he thanks the hero for saving his life. My name is Proximo, he says, and I am not a slave. I fight for glory. If fate is not against me, I will repay my debt. I swear on my battle brothers. He gestures towards a training terrace nearby, where a band of gladiators watches. Then he adds, Brotherhood brings honor and respect for the worthy in the arena which you have shown. If you seek the Gladiators Guild, go speak to them, and bring the salute of those who are about to die. The party gains 1 soul gem. We take note of the Quest 3 Brothers. We annotate Quest 3 Brothers. Okay. We place waypoint 3 over location D. Location D on the map is right there. So we set waypoint 3 up there. Okay? And we have to walk around to it because we can't walk over this dais. So we actually have to walk through here and over there. Okay? And that's it. We remove this quest shadow. Ba-boom! Tank that hit like a boss. And now, as part of an action, okay, this is his normal action, which is banner. It says place your banner token in your area until time phase. If there is at least 1 hero, that area is controlled by heroes. So we put that over like that. Okay? Oh, and by the way, I leveled up Tristan. He is now at level 2, soul rank 2. He's got 6 HP, 1 combat action. He's got 2 powers, which I've given him. And he has 2 actions that he can take now. And so we just took one of his actions, and then the other action here is this one. Okay? Which, I'll need to pick it up. It says, another hero... Come on. Another hero in your area or in the banner's area can perform an extra attack. Or an extra action. Okay? I also leveled up Mist. You can see here that she has 7 HP. She has 1 combat action. She gains a talent, which I will give to her later. And she gets 2 actions. So actually, she doesn't get this. I will have to throw that off to the side because she gets a talent. So I'll put a talent in between episodes, and I'll find a talent, and then I'll put it in there, okay? So that we know what it is. Cool. Alrighty. So. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is I am going to... Okay, that's going to be... No. Tristan, actually, is going to attack the Tyrant Lizard. Okay? Tristan has a spear, which gives him 2 red and 2 blue. Okay? And what he's going to do, he is going to attack. And if it's used at 1, he gains +1 hit. So we're going to give him an extra hit. Okay. And he gets, let me see. Do I have a lightning bolt? I do not have a lightning bolt, but I do get 2 hits, 3 hits, and a sword and sorcery symbol, which doesn't do anything for me currently, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. And as you can see, the Tyrant Lizard has 1. Now, this is a piercing weapon, okay, because you can see up at the top there, it says pierce, okay. So it's a piercing weapon, okay, so he takes all 3 minus 1 for doing that, okay. So that takes him down. We pull those off, and he takes 2 damage. The Tyrant Lizard takes 2 damage. Oh, I forgot to draw an enemy power for him. Ooh, we will draw an enemy power. It is a wild pet. When this enemy enters play or obtains this power, spawn a red-white tiger enemy in the same area. I don't have a white tiger enemy, so we will throw that power out. Okay. Oh, and this hobgremlin gets an enemy power. The skirmisher. When defending, he gets +1 blue, and if he rolls a gremlin, he gets +1 shield. So he gets +1 blue die. So he'll roll 1 blue die for defense. Cool. All right. So now, okay, we're gonna complete this turn. So that is Tristan's turn. Okay. Now, I'm just going to have these move from left to right because it's just going to be easier that way. I don't have to worry about it. Okay. So the Tyrant Lizard will move 1 space over. Actually, wait a minute. Before he does that, I have to draw 2 encounter cards because I drew a trap card. Oh! Well, that sucks. Okay, well, yeah, I draw no, activate no enemies. Because I draw 2, but I believe that the activate enemy... I believe that the activate no enemies... It says shuffle the encounter deck with the discard pile and then discard this card. And there is no discard pile because I've already shuffled the deck. So, so what we're going to do is we're going to have... and then it says activate all green enemies. All enemies attack the closest hero in line of sight. But because this says activate no enemies, and I had to draw 2 at the same time, then I'm just going to say it cancels out this one. And we'll just say for this turn, we don't activate any enemies. Okay, so that was Tristan's turn. All right. So now, let's move. Okay, so first things first, we are going to summon Dharma. So we flip that card over like that to the 2. And we bring Dharma into play in the same area as, oh, where did you go? Oh, wait a minute. There you are. No, that's that one. Where did I put Dharma? I know I had him. Oh, son of a gun. I hate when I do that. I flippin' had him. Because I had him sitting right there. Because I had him with all the other stuff. Where did you go, Dharma? Because I know I had you. Oh, there you are. Derp. Okay. So, there's Dharma. Okay, he moves 3. He has 2 hit points because he's soul rank hit points. And then he has onfall. It says when triggered. If Artemis is in the same area as Dharma, Artemis may perform 1 extra weapon attack against the same enemy. So basically what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to move him 1, 2 to that area, okay, so that he can attack. And for his attack, he rolls 2 red, 1 blue. And he gives bleed 1, okay? So I think I'm going to attack the Tyrant Lizard. Oh, dang. Well, he takes 1 hit off because of his thing, because of his ability. Okay, and it causes bleed 1, which means that we put a bleed token on the Tyrant Lizard's enemy scroll. Okay, so it'll just be easier that way. Okay. Then I'm going to move Artemis 1, 2, and she is going to attack the serpent. And so she's got a scimitar. Okay. Yeah, she's got a scimitar. So she's going to roll 2 red. Okay. And I can reroll any hit dice, so I'm going to reroll this. Because I've got 1. I'm going to spend 1 to reroll. Actually, I'm going to... I think I can't... I think if I use that, I can't spend it. I think I have to reroll only the 1. Ooh, 2 hits. Nice. Okay. And so... that is going to be 2 hits. He has 2 blue in defense. If he rolls a... he did not roll any saves. And he didn't roll any lightning bolts either. So he takes 2 damage. So we grab one of those and we put that on there. All right. Now, Mist. Oh, wait. No, sorry. Hobgremlin. That's who I was attacking. Never mind. I'm stupid. So he takes 1. So actually, he just takes 1 damage. The Hobgremlin does. Okay. So that's the one that we're doing. Oh, and I forgot to. Well, I rolled a blue for him because I did the wrong thing. My bad. Okay. Artemis now is going to move forward 2, okay, into kind of the same area as all of our friends here. Okay. And she's going to attack the Hobgremlin. Okay. And she rolls 2 gremlins, which doesn't do anything for us. So, yay, that sucked. Okay. So that's Mist. That's Artemis. All right, and Jean will move forward 1. Okay, and she is going to bash the hell out of that Hobgremlin, which is this Hobgremlin right here. And she has her mace, which is 1 red, 3 blue. And, ooh, she got a nice hit. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Which does... Oh, and she has 2, so she can stun him. Nice. I will choose to do that, because that is going to help a lot. Stun means that he misses his next action. And the stun is... Let me see. Conditions. 40. Okay. Page 40. Nope. Okay. Stun is that one. Okay. And that causes him to lose... yeah, so it basically causes him to lose everything. He still takes 2 damage because he tanks 1 hit with his armor. So he'll still take 2 damage. Okay. All right. And then, let me see here. Now, okay, starting with the serpent, I will draw an encounter card. Okay. It says activate all engaged enemies, otherwise activate all enemies using their plus instead of their range. So, all engaged enemies, well, the Tyrant Lizard and the Hobgremlin are engaged. So, the Tyrant Lizard, his is the one with the most health, if I remember correctly. That is their preferred victim, which is on page 53, which is here with the highest, lowest number of wounds. So he's got the here with the highest number of wounds. None of our people have been wounded, so he'll just make a choice. So he will attack Artemis. Now, if it's engaged with 2+ heroes, attack them with tail, otherwise attack with claws. So, he attacks with tail, which gives automatically 2 hits. And it gives bash and KO. Okay? Let me see here. Okay, so it hits automatically, so what we're going to do is we're going to take Artemis, and she will tank 1 hit and take 1 damage. So she takes 1 damage. Yay! Okay. Now for the hobgremlin. This hobgremlin says move to engage. He's already engaged. Attack with stoned blade. If enemies control the area, attack with bite. Otherwise, move away one area. Well, we definitely control because we have 3 to 2. Actually, no. Control is... Let me see here. I think it's on page 34. Okay. Let me see here. I think control is... Let me see here. All attacks performed by a faction hero or enemies against a target, which is an area dominated, section 4.1, page 12. Okay. Let me see here. Control. Okay. Controlling is a numerical superiority. Dominating is when at least twice the number of figures. So we only have 3 to their 2. So, because I believe Dharma counts. Yes, Dharma counts as 1. And Artemis and Mist count as 1 each. And those guys count as 1 each. So, that just means that we control... That just means that we control the area. So, if they control the area, then he attacks with bite instead of his stone... it says, if enemies attack with bite, otherwise move 1 away. So, he will attack Mist with bite. Okay? So that is 1 hit plus 1 red. So that's 3 hits. And Mist has 1, which she didn't. So she tanks 2 of the hits and takes 1 damage. Because she uses her magic shield. So she uses her magic shield, she uses her defense, and then she takes 1 damage. Okay. So that's that. Now, the other hobgremlin, okay, doesn't control, so he's going to attack with his stone blade, which means that he rolls 3 blue. Okay. And nothing. Because I rolled 2 gremlins and a shield. So it doesn't do anything. Okay. Now, let me see here. I think that's everybody, except I haven't done anything with the serpent yet. Let me see here. The serpent is if there are 2+ hero in the victim's area, attack them with spit, otherwise move to engage, use venomous and attack with bite. So I'm guessing that I don't understand what they're doing. Poisons enemy counts as 2 figures are controlling, dominating its area. And we're back. Sorry about that. I ran out of space and I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention to the time. And so that one ran out. So, we're going to go ahead and finish this turn. So, Gene's done. We'll move that bookmark. Okay. So, let me see here. We're going to go to the event phase. So now we will turn the event over. This is the night. Okay. It says, read and apply the night event effects described in the storybook. Shift all used powers back to 1. So that goes back to 1, and the other one's already on 1, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Let me see here. The night is 3.6. There it is. The flickering flames in the arena dance even more brightly, augmented by the magical arts of the sorcerers. Fire and blood rouse the crowd even more as the roaring and screaming rise in intensity to become a thunder in the black night of the Underrain. Activate the most wounded enemy or enemies in case of a tie. If the number of enemies is in play is no more than half the number of heroes in play, spawn 1 enemy. We already have all the enemies in play, pretty much, and we don't... Yeah, so it says if the number is no more than half. And so they're already, like, we haven't killed anybody yet. The most wounded enemy right now is the Tyrant Lizard. So he is going to attack with his tail. He is going to attack Mist, which gives 2... and she's down, so it gives 2 hits. So it's actually going to... She takes 2 damage. All right. So she takes 2 damage. Now we go back to the time phase. If I remember correctly, in the turn, the time phase, we apply effects such as damage, poison. Okay, so this guy takes bleed damage of 1, which kills him. And we gain 1 soul gem, because he is dead. And so we'll throw his thing over there by the thing, and we'll leave him there. Okay. No one else has any other thing. All the powers that are at 1 refresh. And the banner comes back to him. Okay. Refresh tokens. Okay. Hero bookmarks get flipped up. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this next turn really quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1 over. I'm going to flip this effect. Okay. And we roll a blue die. And if we roll a lightning bolt, we get a treasure. If we roll a star, we get... Is that a loot bag? Yeah, we get a loot bag. Okay. Nope. We don't get anything, which sucks. Okay. And then he's going to move 1 forward to token number 3. To waypoint number 3. Okay. From the training terrace, the Brotherhood of Gladiators. The Brotherhood Gladiators watch the fighting. If Quest 3 Brothers was annotated, or noted, go to 3.15. All right. Come here. And the approval of the heroes for saving their brother is clear. A powerful ebony-skinned gladiator speaks with a thundering voice on behalf of the others. My name is Animeus, and as chief of the Brotherhood, I welcome you. From now until the end of the games, Proxima will fight by your side. And should you be so brave as to survive, our blades will be at your service. Seek us in the guild barracks wherever you go. We will help you, brother to brother. Hell yes. All right, so we gained the Brotherhood quest card, the Brotherhood Guild quest card, which is in this stack of cards somewhere. which I will get a little bit later, as soon as I'm done with this episode. The party may immediately use the fighter companion for free by placing the fighter companion figure in the area of the active hero and remove waypoint 3 from the quest. So, this fighter card, okay, as you can see, he has soul rank plus act hit points. So, because Tristan is soul rank 2 and it's act 1, he has 3 hit points. Moves for 3. He has Retarius. His attack inflicts minus act so basically he will like take one of these tokens and you can flip it to a minus. So it's like -1 defense basically. Okay. And -1 hits until time phase. His slash, he gets act hits plus X blue, which X is soul rank divided by 2. So because he's 2, it'll be 1. So he'll get 1 hit and 1 blue to attack. And if he inflicts, or if he gets a lightning bolt, he inflicts slow, and he has act number of armor and 3 blue for defense. And this is, I painted the fighter character up. This is what he looks like. I haven't finished him yet. I was kind of in the middle of painting him when I threw him back in the box. Okay, but we place him right there. We discard waypoint 3. And the fighter card will now go next to him. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I moved, let me see, 1, 2, I think we'll move, well, it really doesn't make a difference either way we move. And so I'm going to move him back here, and I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3 to there. We're going to do a quick attack, and then we will do what we were doing before. So Tristan is going to... Oh, and we remove the Tyrant Lizard because he's dead. Okay, so Tristan... we are now dominating the Hobgremlin. Okay, so the Hobgremlin has 1 HP. Okay, Tristan deals 2 damage. Plus, I can do bleed 1 if I wish. I think I will do that because I'm going to give him 2. Okay, so he tanks 1 hit, so he takes 1 damage, so he will go to 2. And I'm going to give him a bleed 1 token. Okay? So he will take 1 damage at the end of each one. Oh, on Pierce, is that my... Oh, freaking hell. Because it's a Pierce weapon, it doesn't do any damage. Damn it! Alright. So, he gets a hit. Plus... nothing, but it takes away his armor, so he does take 1 damage, and it's a slashing attack, so he actually takes the damage that time. So he actually takes damage that time. And because I rolled the gremlin, that doesn't do anything. Okay. And so, that will be Tristan's turn. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what you think of this series so far. I'm going to continue through and play through this one, and then we've got a little bit of a thing afterwards as we travel to the next town. And as we say, okay, we will see you on the next one.